My writing is the place where I feel most at home because I am able to write about Mexico and about the US. And I am able to claim them in a way that I cannot claim them in real life. When I write about both countries, I don't have anybody telling me that I don't belong here. I'm able to explore my experiences and my life that I've had in these two countries without feeling judged or feeling excluded. But in my everyday life, I feel like I'm constantly navigating that space, where do I belong? Because when I go to Mexico, I'm not treated like I'm a real Mexican anymore. When I go down there, everybody says, well, you're an American now, and they treat me like an outsider, like a foreigner. But then living here, even though I've been here for 34 years now, I'm still treated like a foreigner here. So then it's in my writing when I feel most at home. When I go to Mexico and I'm accused of being too Americanized, they're really expressing their criticism regarding my Spanish, for example. My Spanish, I speak Spanish like an American in Mexico. It comes out broken. I use the wrong verbs or false cognates, or I use Spanglish when I cannot think of the Spanish word. I just throw in English in there, and people notice. They notice how I speak Spanish, and then they say, "Oh, you sound like an American." Also, the way I am. When I go down there, my female cousins, for example, if I want to take them somewhere, they say, "Oh, let me ask my husband for permission." And I've never had to ask my husband for permission for anything, So I know that when I come down there, they think I'm too liberal, I'm too much of a liberated woman, and I'm coming and going, and I have my own money, and I do what I want. And it's so different from the life that my cousins live over there. And so I think that there's some things that I'm able to criticize about the Mexican culture, especially in my hometown where it's not very progressive, because it's a small town. It's not a big it's not a big city. So the way of life is still kind of the way it used to be many years ago. But here I feel that my Mexicanness also comes into play a lot, especially in my own home with my children, because at the end of the day, I am still an immigrant parent raising two middle-class American children. And it's difficult for me to navigate that space because I don't understand their childhoods. They're living a childhood that is so different from my own. And there are times when I feel like an outsider at home with my children.